Hello and good morning, all of you. Welcome to the daily news live analysis of 16th December 2023. And I hope that all of you are doing well. Let us start. I will start the live within 1 or 2 minutes. Let me see that how many students are there. As usual, I want to inform you that in this live, after the live session, you will get the detailed analysis PDF, and again, you can get a daily examination, current affairs examination of today. And then today's current affairs examination, you can take it by going to the link in the description after I finish the live session. A little bit more topics are there in the yesterday's newspaper, near to some 9 topics we have to discuss, and we will finish within maximum 20 minutes. We will finish the complete topics today, and you can share the live streaming with your friends, and if possible you can put on your status so that maximum people can benefit out of this program. Let us start the discussion, and the first topic we are discussing today is National Company Law Appellate Tribunal. The news is related to a dispute between Z and Sony companies. The National Companies Law Appellate Tribunal has to refuse to stay the Z Sony merger, and these two companies merged together, and that merger, National Company Law Appellate Tribunal has refused to stay the decision of their merging. For our exam point of view, what we need to understand is regarding the National Company Law Tribunal. It is a statutory body established under Companies Act 2013 and was constituted on January 1, 2016 by Government of India. The main purpose of this organization is to deal with corporate disputes that are civil in nature arising under Companies Act. If there is any civil dispute between the two corporates, like the merger, acquisition disputes, and etc., to solve those disputes is the duty of National Company Law Tribunal. It is based on the recommendations of the V. Balakrishna Eradi Committee has recommended Government of India or Parliament of India to constitute it. It will have the power to all powers to govern the companies registered in India under Companies Act 2013. All those companies are coming under the jurisdiction of National Company Law Tribunal. National Company Law Tribunal and here's the appeals against the orders of different authorities. The National Company Law Appellate Tribunal, they have a appeal tribunal. That is National Company Law Tribunal is the to go on appeal from the judgments or the decisions of this National Company Law Tribunal. There is a National Company Law Appellate Tribunal. It will hear the appeals on the decisions of the National Company Law Tribunal, and National Company Law Tribunals under the Section 61 of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code of India. If a company goes insolvent or bankrupt, that means they almost destroyed because of the loans. Their loan and their liability became more than the total asset of a company. Then how to deal with such companies? Sometimes you might have seen some companies are closing down because of bankruptcy and insolvency. Jet Airways, 2 years back, Jet Airways closed down their service, declaring they became insolvent and bankrupt. How to solve it? We have a Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code of India, IBC. Now, based on IBC, if National Companies Law Tribunal has given a judgment that can be challenged in the National Company Law Appellate Tribunal, any judgment of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India under Section 202 and 20211 of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code of India can also be challenged in the National Company Law Appellate Tribunal. Appeals against any direction issued or a decision made or passed under by the Competition Commission of India as per the amendment brought to Section 410 of the Companies Act 2013. Then the National Company Law Appellate Tribunal can hear the cases of appeals on the decisions taken by Competition Commission of India. Now, if a decision is taken by National Company Law Appellate Tribunal, whether that decision can be challenged anywhere, yes, it can be challenged in the Supreme Court of India on a point of law. The current chairperson of the National Company Law Tribunal is Ashok Bhushan, retired Supreme Court judge, and the present president is Ramalingam Sudhakar, retired judge, and is appointed for a period of 5 years or till he reaches the age of 67 is the term of the president of National Company Law Tribunal. I hope you understood in detail regarding this statutory body, National Company Law Tribunal, and the National Company Law Appellate Tribunal established under Companies Act 2013. Next one, all of you must have seen the an security breach in the Parliament of India in Lok Sabha, and two persons were making the smoke bombs of yellow color. Now, based on this news, we have a news yesterday that Parliament was adjourned. What is the term of we have discussed in the Indian polity class in detail. What is the meaning of the term adjourn? Multiple terms are the summon a session of the Parliament. Second one, adjourn a session of the Parliament. And the third term is adjourn synod of the Parliament. Adjourn synod. Next one, prorogation of the prorogation of the Parliament. Next one, dissolution of Lok Sabha. We can have a brief once again. We have studied in Indian polity class in detail, but still we can have a brief on these important terms. Sessions of the Parliament. The term related to session means when the Parliament, from the day of summoning of the Parliament till the prorogation of the Parliament is called as session, the time when Parliament is going on. The opposite of session is recess of the Parliament. When the Parliament is on holiday, it is known as recess. The terms one, summon. Summon means calling all the members to come for the sitting of the Parliament. It is done by President of India. Definitely, after the maximum gap between two sessions of the Parliament. Once the Parliament got summoned, for 1 or 2 months the Parliament session was there. Then the end of the Parliament session we call it as prorogation. Prorogation, then Parliament got prorogued. After prorogation, the maximum time period before the next summoning can be 6 months. Now, the second term related to Parliament is usually Indian Parliament has 3 sessions. One is budget session, February to May, monsoon session, July to September, winter session, November to December. Session is the time between summoning and prorogue, and the time between prorogue and next summoning, the holidays, is known as recess of the Parliament. These 3 sessions of the Parliament, we make the 3 sessions conventionally. It is not supported by the Constitution. It is not supported by any act of Parliament. Law does not tell there must be 3 sessions. Law tells that every 6 months, that is the maximum gap between 2 sessions can be the 6 months is what the constitutional provision regarding the sessions of the Parliament. The 3 sessions conventionally, historically, we are continuing. There is no need of any legal binding of these 3 sessions. Next is adjournment. The news yesterday was that because of the opposition protest against the breach of security in the Parliament, the Speaker has decided to adjourn the session till 2 p.m. It is a suspension of the work in a sitting of the House for a specific time, maybe for few hours, few days, or few weeks. Stopping the session or suspending the session is done by the presiding officer of the House, Speaker in Lok Sabha, and the Vice President of India, the chairperson, Vice President of India in Rajya Sabha are the presiding officers. Moving next term, adjournment synode. Adjournment synode means that there will be a schedule. What are the matters to be discussed and passed in one session of the parliament? All the agenda finished. That is from tomorrow. There is nothing scheduled for the agenda of the house. Then the speaker or the presiding officer tells that from today the house is adjourned sine die for an indefinite time. You don't need to come back. Then it is the termination of the sitting of the parliament for an indefinite period. It is exercised when the scheduled business of the house ends. It is also done by presiding officer. When presiding officer does this, President of India gets the message that the session has finished. Let me officially terminate the session. It is called as prorogation, done by President of India, official termination of the session. Next is dissolution. Only Lok Sabha can be dissolved because Rajya Sabha is a permanent body. Only Lok Sabha is subject to dissolution. Dissolution means end of the life of Lok Sabha. After 5 years, automatic Lok Sabha is dissolved. Before 5 years also, if the government loses the support of majority members or government loses the confidence of Lok Sabha, or if the Prime Minister wishes that I don't want to continue, then also President of India has the power to dissolve the house. After dissolution, the next election to Lok Sabha will be held. Next one, another important news. Delhi MLA fund rise to 7 crore and tells Bharadwaj. As we have Member of Parliament, Local Area Development Fund, similarly, every state in India have Member of Legislative Assembly Local Area Development Fund. This is a fund allocated to MLAs to do the development in their area, and it is implemented in the rural areas, also urban areas also. The fund is transferred directly to respective local authorities like district collector, panchayats, municipalities, and they will do the work, and the legislatures can only, the MLA can only recommend the work. The highest amount at present is in Delhi, and the 7 crore for each MP in each MLA in 1 year. That means in 5 years, 35 crore rupees development an MLA can do in his constituency. Similarly, MPLAD, when the MLA Local Area Development Fund came into the news, Member of Parliament Local Area Development Fund, each Member of Parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha have a fund of 5 crore rupees per year. Out of this, 75 crore rupees they can spend for the societies working for the tribes. That means for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, it is mandatory they should spend certain amount of money. Cooperative societies are also eligible to get this fund from the MPLAD fund. It can be given to certain cooperative societies for development of something new. During natural calamities, the fund can be used for redressal of natural calamities. Fund can be used even outside the constituency and the state by Member of Parliament. There is a competition every year, one MP, one idea. Every MP should implement one idea using this fund. Whichever the MP is using the best idea will be rewarded. MPLAD, as per the recent notification in 2016, MPLAD fund can be used for Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Accessible India campaign, or Sugamya Bharat Abhiyan, and this is a program for the differently able people. Conservation of water through rainwater harvesting, Sansad Adarsh Gram Yojana for making roads develop or the infrastructure development in the villages, the money can be used, and a section of the money must be used for SC/ST population. Carry forward of the funds will be the 5 crore is for this year. If this year MP did not spend any money, then next year he will get 10 crore, including the last year's 5 crore will be carried forward up to 5 years. 10% of the works must go through inspection. The 10% of the works will be inspected by the authorities to verify whether the fund has been used properly or not. I hope that all of you are getting the important points related to current affairs today. And once again, I want to tell you that after the class, and you can download the detailed analysis PDF also from the description of this one. You can download the yesterday's current affairs examination, and some 7 to 8 questions, maximum up to 10 questions from the yesterday's important news articles will also be there. Exam will have questions from whatever I describe in the class, whatever other news which I have not described in the class also exam will be there. You read the newspaper and you go by the detailed news analysis. That is, all questions will be from the detailed news analysis. The news analysis. Next one. Another important news, Netflix stops streaming uncut Indian film globally because in India, before a film is given to the people, that should get the certificate from Central Board of Film Certificate. If Netflix is giving uncensored movie to the people, that is a violation of the Indian Cinematograph Act 1952. That is why Netflix has stopped it. We need to understand regarding this organization. Central Board of Film Certification is a statutory body established under the Cinematograph Act 1952. Their duty and their certificate is mandatory for a film to be publicly exhibited. It has one chairperson and different non-official members are there, and all the members and chairperson are appointed by Government of India. Headquarters is in Mumbai, and they have 9 regional offices are the Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, Bangalore, Thiruvananthapuram, Hyderabad, New Delhi, Cuttack, and Guwahati are the regional centers. And the members of the panel are appointed by government for a period of 2 years. And the certification process they are giving is based on Cinematograph Act 1952, the Cinematograph Certification Rules 1983, and the guidelines issued by Government of India under Section 5B of the Cinematograph Act 1952. These are the 3 sources used by Central Board of Film Certification when they give the certification for a film. Next one, related to the balance of trade of India. Balance of trade means the difference between export and import, or import and export of a country. India has a balance of trade deficit, and along with the deficit, I see the balance of trade has dipped 2.83 in November 2023. Balance of trade means that dip means that our export has decreased and import has increased, and more import than export. That is called as balance of trade deficit. India has a balance of trade deficit. What is a trade deficit? Trade deficit is when a country's import exceeds its export over a period of time. It is also known as negative balance of trade. What are the implications? Definitely it impacts on production. Our export reduces, then we need less production, and when production is less, jobs will also be less. And national security and how the deficits are financed. National security in the sense that our economic security and more Indian money flows out when we import. Less foreign currency comes in, and how we are finding out the way to finance the deficit is also important. Another important term is balance of payment. Balance of deficit, balance of trade means only the difference between export and import. Balance of payment means the difference between the total money going out of India, Indian currency moving out of India, and the foreign currency coming into India. Then that is the all transactions. The money going out of India might be some foreigners working here in India, doing business here in India. They might be sending money, and the money coming into India might be sometimes in the form of Indians working abroad. They are sending money, not export and import. And maybe FDI, foreigners want to invest in India, they are sending foreign direct investments into India. Then different way the money might come. That overall inflow of money and outflow of money, the difference is called as balance of trade, balance of payment. We have discussed in the class of Indian economy. Personally, I am teaching Indian economy at Academy of Civil Services, and we have discussed in the class of Indian economy in the foreign trade chapter the balance of trade and balance of payment concept in detail. Next one, onion export ban sparks stir by farmers and the traders of Gujarat. why we had to ban the export of onion on 8 December 2023, and government of India declared that onion export will be banned from India until March 31, 2024. The main reason was to ensure local availability because there was a huge damage into the onion crop, and due to an unseasonal rainfall damaged the crops in Maharashtra. India is the world's largest exporter of onion. Mainly, we are exporting into the United Kingdom. At the same time, for the neighboring countries, including Maldives, we have given an exemption. Export can continue to the neighboring countries and especially Maldives. Now, in this one, there is a news. In the news, there is a mention of Agricultural Produce Market Committee Act. Agricultural Produce Market Committee Act APMC is a system under the state, and the state government can establish mandis or yards or agricultural market under this act. State government can make it mandatory for all the farmers must sell their agricultural product and livestock only in the registered mandis of the state government. The main intention is that and eliminating the intermediaries or brokers and or the intermediating persons agents in between the farmer and the wholesaler. Coming to mandi, the farmer can directly deal with the wholesaler to make, because it's a state item, agricultural market is a state list item. That is why to make a uniform agricultural produce market committee system all over India, in 2003, Parliament of India passed a Model Agricultural Produce Market Committee Act and asked all the states, if possible, to follow the same pattern. Then, although it is a state list item, state will pass the law, but they will pass the law based on the provisions given by the APMC Model Act of 2003 passed by Parliament of India. Because the APMC comes under the state control, there is another system, NAM, National Agricultural Market, or ENAM, Electronic National Agricultural Market, is a pan-India online market. That is, there is a mandi in Andhra Pradesh. That mandi has too much onion, and the demand for the onion in Andhra is less. At the same time, there is a mandi in Guwahati in Assam, and this mandi has shortage of onion. Then through an online system, these two mandis and these two agricultural markets can get connected and arrange the transportation of onion from Andhra Pradesh into or from Andhra Pradesh into Assam. This is the benefit of the ENAM or National Agricultural Market. The last news I'm discussing today is the most important thing related to December 16 is the Vijay Divas. What is the Vijay Divas? And Vijay Divas means Indian military has won the war over Pakistan in 1971, and after a 13 days war, and the Eastern Command of Pakistan military surrendered in front of Indian military, and the new country Bangladesh was formed, and that is why December 16 every year, to commemorate the success of India in the 1970 war, we celebrate Vijay Divas. This new current affairs will be there every year, and that is why you can prepare a little bit more on the formation of Bangladesh in 1971. Thank you all. I hope that all of you benefited out of the today's session. And can you please and tell your opinion in the comment, and how do you feel regarding the session? Yeah. If not now, you can type in the comment, and after watching the video after the video live is going on, and you can type in the comment how did you feel it. And I have finished within 24 minutes and the 1 day whole current affairs. Thank you all. We'll meet again tomorrow, and because today is Sunday, and tomorrow Sundays and Mondays every week I will make it on Tuesday. Then tomorrow the session will not be there, but Tuesday session I will cover the current affairs of 2 days, and Sunday and plus Monday I will cover on Tuesday. Thank you all. We'll meet again. Until then, bye. Have a great day ahead.